So now we're going to focus on calculating time with getting numbers that are not increasing by 15. So in this case, it seems as if we're going to get some remainder, right? So let's look and see how we work those numbers that don't increase by 15. So again, we follow the principle of the operation. We look at the hemispheres. These hemispheres are different, so in this case we're going to add. So we add 55 and 30 degrees, so we're left with what? 85 degrees. Now this is not increasing by 15 as you look at it. So now we're going to say how much can we get out of 85 from 15 degrees? How many solid hours we're going to get from that? So we're going to use long division in this case. So you have 15 divided by 85, and in this case we can get 5 solid hours out of it, right? And in this case we're going to be left with 75, because if we go up to 6 it's going to be what? 90, and that would pass 85. So we're left with 75. Then you subtract, you're left with 10. In this case you're left with 10 degrees. Remember, the principle stated that every degree is equal to 4 minutes. So if that's the case, now you're going to multiply this 10 degree here by 4. Once you multiply it by 4, you're left with 40. So in this case, we are left with 5 hours and 40 minutes. So in total here we have 5 hours and 40 minutes. Alright? So now we're going to follow that principle that we had established before. If you go towards the east, you add time. If you go towards the west, you subtract time. Now we're starting at 30 degrees west and we're going to 55 degrees east. So it means that we're going to go to the eastern hemisphere. So we're going to add time. So you're going to be adding 5 hours and 40 minutes to 11 p.m. and if we add that, you're going to be left with 1640. If we convert this to the regular time, it's going to be 4:40. And look at this, after 11 p.m. you know that it's going to be what, 12 a.m. it's going to go into another day, so therefore this has to be 4:40 a.m. and if that was Monday for 30 degrees west, this is going to be changed now to Tuesday. And that's the first one. Let's look at the second example. So here we have the western hemisphere and the western hemisphere again. So we're going to be subtracting time because they're in the same hemisphere. So we have 50 from 30 degrees, so we're left with 20 degrees. Then we're going to do the long division. 15 into 20, you can get 1 out of that. So you're left with 5. It's 5 degrees that's left. So you're going to multiply that 5 by 4. 5 times 4 gives you 20. So we're left with 1 hour and 20 minutes. Alright, so it's 1 hour and 20 minutes. In this case, we're going towards the east. Alright, so in this case, we're going towards the east from 30 degrees west to 50 degrees east. Right? So again, we're going to add time. So I'll add that to the 11 p.m. and we're going to be left with 12:20 a.m. Again, this will be Tuesday. And that's how you calculate time, using odd numbers.